Hi, Barbara. How are you?
Hi, James. How are you?
Oh, good. I was just telling the crew we've got to show some balloons here to celebrate that beautiful owl dad that you shot. That was amazing. What a great animal. You must be very excited about that. There's Barbara right there. What a beautiful, beautiful animal. Now, as we go through this, I am told that there's something like 34,000 plus or minus acres at the Crown X, and it's not necessarily open to the public, but I think they do allow some limited hunting, and certainly they're encouraging young hunters. And I think that's some of the family right there. Unfortunately, Barbara's not here to give us their names. And that's the ranch itself right there. In fact, I've seen that ranch. I just never thought that I would ever have the opportunity of going up there. Now, as I understand it, this ranch is so large that these animals are running open range, free range, and they have kept this pretty private, but I understand now that they have opened it up to maybe children, and certainly they opened it up for Barbara just in time.
Yes, they did. Basically, this is a ranch that is owned by a family that immigrated from Germany about 30 years or so ago. And the patriarch told me that they came to the United States because he was in love with the U.S. West, and that he was simply born in the wrong country. He said he should have been an American. And he loves the United States and loves the U.S. West, and basically brought his family here. They landed in Colorado in the middle of winter, rented an RV, started driving and heading south until they found a climate that they liked, and ended up in southwest Texas, right around the Big Bend area, just about 30 miles outside of Marfa. And over the years, they have put together this enormous property. It's almost 36,000 acres. Now, part of it is fenced, but a large chunk of it, only 5,000 acres, more or less, are under fence. The rest of it is unfenced, and they do have free-range hunting, and then they have some hunting in the fenced area. And the reason they keep it fenced is predator control, for one thing, and also because some of the species are just so valuable, they can't take the risk of having them go over into other areas and so forth. Some of the species are dangerous game. This is the only ranch that I know of in the United States that has Cape buffalo.
Really?
So it's a very interesting opportunity.
Now, I don't know if you saw at the beginning of the show we were talking about some mountain lions in West Texas. Do you know anything about this?
I know that they have a big mountain lion problem in southwest Texas, and the owner of the ranch is constantly doing predator control. Mountain lions and coyotes are a problem in that area. As a matter of fact, his entire crop of blessed buck calves this year were all killed and eaten by coyotes. And he's constantly out there doing predator control. Okay, so I know that it is an issue in that part of the country.
So that we're not really talking about the Crown X Ranch, though, or are you?
I'm specifically speaking about the Crown X Ranch,
but
I know that predator control is a problem in that part of the country.
Oh, okay. Well, we showed some photographs earlier that were sent in to us from another good friend of ours, Rick Camulia, and he had them forward from a buddy of his in Texas, and I knew they were in West Texas, but we didn't get a real specific location. I wondered, since this ranch, the Crown X, is so large and has so many exotic animals, whether or not they were having a predator problem with mountain lions.
Yes, mountain lion is a big predator problem in that area, and the owner, Howard Schwetz, I'm going to mispronounce his name, please forgive me, Schwartzfeger, is constantly hunting the mountain lions and trying to keep the mountain lion under control. While I was there, we saw at least 3 mountain lion kills while I was there.
Oh, okay, all right. So that is a legal game then in West Texas?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. And in Texas, you don't have to have anything but a regular hunting license to hunt predators. So you can hunt, you can shoot coyotes and you can shoot mountain lions just on their regular hunting license.
Okay, well, I knew about the coyotes. I was familiar with that and the javelina and some of the other things, but I haven't had a lot of reports on mountain lions until Rick sent me those photographs, and I was trying to think back if I had ever hunted lion in Texas. And outside of being a rancher, which I'm sure that you can hunt them on your own ranch, especially if they're endangering your livestock, I wasn't sure that there was actually a season on mountain lion, and it's pretty much like a bobcat tag, I guess, huh?
You don't need a tag.
You don't even need a tag.
Buy an over-the-counter hunting license, and you can go shoot you a mountain lion if you can find one.
Well, actually, I didn't realize the population was so large, and I like to think that I'm up to date on most of these, but you didn't tell me that, Barbara. Okay, you and your husband were there, correct?
Yes, we were.
And your husband hunted as well?
He got to hunt javelina. I was there to hunt the Aoudad.
Okay.
And they have a lot of Aoudad sheep. Aoudad, or also known as Barbary sheep, are originally from the north coast of Africa. We're talking about Chad, Morocco, that area. There are some on the very southeast coast or southwest coast of Spain, near the Gibraltar there. So that's where these sheep are originally from. They were brought in back in the 60s, I believe, and introduced to Texas, where there is an established wild herd now. You can find them all over southwest Texas in the Chinati Mountains and the Big Bend area. They range freely. They have Aoudad on the free range section of the ranch and on the fenced area. The fenced area, it's a little deceptive because while the perimeter fence is perhaps 5,000 acres, it says it covers 5,000 acres, but what you don't know is there's a lot of mountains within that section.
Yeah, that's very rough country out there. Very rough.
Yes,
very rough country.
Very rough country. Lots of deep canyons, gorges, very rocky slopes, and it's a hunt.
It's actually quite beautiful.
No matter what, it's a hunt.
Yeah, it's actually quite beautiful out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as opposed to just a flat desert. I mean, there's some really nice areas there if you like that, and I do. I think it's great country. Now, species-wise, how many do we have there? 10, 15, maybe?
They have over 30 species. They have banteng, they have Cape buffalo, they have blesbok, they have gemsbok, they have elk. I mean, I'm sorry, not elk. They have eland. They have the sheep. They have a markhor. Markhor you can hunt in Pakistan. It's very expensive due to their conservation programs there and community development programs. If you try to hunt markhor in Pakistan, you're talking about $120,000.
We have to run, Barbara, so just tell me, is the ranch open? Can I go? Can anyone go? Or is it only the select few like Barbara Crown?
Well, you have to contact Jim Roach at Magnum Guide Service, and I will give you the email address or the website, which will be easiest for everybody. Okay. And it's just www.magnumguideservice.com. Jim Roach is the only outfitter I know that has access to that area. They have a beautiful lodge, and he can hook you up. Okay. And he's a great guide.
And if we need further information, do you have that on the hunt report?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
You can contact me.
Okay, good enough. Barbara, thank you very much, and congratulations again. I would have them raise those balloons, but it was a task for them last time. Let's just go with great job, Barbara. See you again next week. There they are.
All right, thanks. Bye, everybody.